Jai Hind everyone, welcome back to the class of English Studies. My name is Arun Kumar, your guide, mentor and partner in the mission of mastering NDA, CDS and SSC English. Friends, so far we have completed 4 videos, 4 classes, and we have discussed total 60 rules. 60 rules of spotting errors from the chapters subject, verb, agreement and conjunction. In last video, we completed both the topics and we moved to the next topic, that is adjective. So we were discussing the spotting error rules from the chapter adjectives. In this video, we are going to continue with the same and we shall discuss a few more rules. So this is rule number 61. Very important rule. Why? Because many questions are asked in examination based on this rule. So what you have to understand here, little and few. Little and few both are determiners, adjectives. They show number and quantity. Little is used with uncountable noun like little sugar, little rice. Few is used with countable nouns like few students, few schools, few books. So first difference is little is uncountable and few is countable. Now, where is the trap? Trap is you have to understand difference between little, a little, then a little and the little. Similarly, difference between few and a few, then a few and the few. And this difference will play important role in exam. If you know the difference, you will be doing the questions correctly. You will be able to spot the error in just a second. So understand the difference. Little, as I said, is used with uncountable noun for quantity. When the quantity of anything is very less, very less means to say negligible, of no importance. Now, how will you decide this less? With respect to the need, what you need and what you have. If you have the quantity very less, negligible with respect to what you need, then we shall use little. जब मात्रा इतनी कम हो कि उसका कोई सरोकार ना हो, उसका कोई इंपॉर्टेंस ना हो, नगण्य हो, तो we shall use little. But when the quantity is a little more, मतलब थोड़ा ज्यादा हो, considerable, when the quantity is considerable, काम चलाऊं जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि काम चल जाएगा, then we shall use a little. And the little means all of the little, the whole of the little, जितना सारा है उतना सारा. Little is negative word, a little is a positive word. Why? Because the quantity is considerable, काम चलाऊ है, and the little means all of the littles, जितना सारा है उतना सारा. Same applies here, few, a few and the few. Suppose the strength of the class is 50 and due to some reason out of 50 only 10 boys or 10 students came to the class. What I'll say, few students have come to the class or a few? Few. Why? Because the strength is 50 and how many have come? Only 10. The number is almost what? Negligible, unimportant, बहुत कम, very less number. But same Out of 50, when suppose 35 students came to the class, 30 students came to the class, then what I'll say, a few students have come to the class. Why? Because now the number is considerable. काम चलाओ है, class किया जा सकता है. And the few means all of the few, जितने लोग हैं उतने ही सारे. पूरा इसमें कोई नहीं है, बस मात्रा का अंतर है, संख्या का अंतर है. किसके हिसाब से? As per the need, requirement, what you need and what you have. When very very less, little, considerable, a little, the little means all of the little. Let us understand this with example. He has little money. Little money means almost no money, negligible, no money, काम भी नहीं चलेगा. A little money means enough to survive, not enough, but to survive it will be okay, considerable. And the little money he had was stolen. The little money means all of the little, जितना सारा था वो सारा was stolen. So just difference of the articles, and this will play role in exam, and this will be the trap in the question. You have to be very very careful. Same, you can see few people attended. Few people attended means almost nobody came. Number was very very less, unimportant. A few people came means what? 4 or 5 people, but helpful. People were not good in number, but yes, kam chalao kuch log aa gaye the. The few students who came were rewarded. The few students means all of the few who came were rewarded. Move to the next rule. The next rule says some and any. Some is used in positive sentences and any is used in negative and interrogative sentences. And this is the trap. Some is used in positive sentences, any is used in negative or interrogative sentences. In examination, what they will do? They will use what? Opposites. In place of some, they will use any, and in place of any, they'll use some. That you have to catch. Let us understand. I don't have some money. Wrong. Why? Because negative. So what we should write? I don't have any money. Negative sentence. Do you have some clean water? No. Some is used with what? Positive sentence or in positive sentence. Do you have any water? She didn't bring some new books. Negative, so some is wrong because some is used in negative sentence. She didn't bring any new books. Is there some good news? Is there any good news? So in simple words, some in positive sentence and any is used in negative sentence or interrogative sentence. Now, this rule again is very, very important. Rule number 63. When comparing two things, we use comparative. When do we use comparative degree? When we compare two things. This is better than that. When you are comparing two things, like, so we shall use, what? Comparative degree. And in degree of comparison, how you compare? We compare using what? ER or more form. Strong, stronger. Clean, cleaner. And other, beautiful, more beautiful. handsome, more handsome. So we compare in two ways, either what, er form or more form. So when the comparison is made between two, what we use, comparative degree, taller than, more beautiful than. It is very simple, everybody knows. When comparing more than two, when we are comparing more than two, we use what, superlative degree. More than two, when comparison is being made between more than two, number is more than two, then only we shall use superlative degree. In example, what we will do, they will use, compare two persons and they will use superlative degree. Wrong. It cannot have. Ram is the strongest than Sham. Wrong. For two, comparing two, we shall use comparative degree, and more than two, we shall use superlative degree. Rule number 65, no double comparison. Never use more, most here. Double comparatives and double superlatives are not allowed in the sentences. We cannot say he is more better than his brother. Better is already comparative degree. So more adding, wrong. Double comparatives and double superlatives are not allowed. He is the most toughest person in my class. Wrong. Toughest is superlative. So why to add most? The novel is superior to that one. Remember, adjective ending with IOR is followed by to, correct? She is the smartest student in the class. Trap will be what? She is the most smartest student in the class. WhatsApp messages you do, most smartest, bestest, bestum best. You have to, avoid, you have, don't follow the WhatsApp rules. Rule says that double comparatives and double superlatives are not allowed in the sentences. The most smartest, wrong. Somebody wrote what, please do more better in the next exam. In remarks, do more better in the next exam. Wrong. Better is comparison. So why to add more better? More is redundant. Double comparatives and double superlatives not allowed. Very important. Now this is rule number 66. We have discussed the rule earlier also in the previous video, but again this is just for revision. As what I said, as for equal comparison. When you are comparing two persons and the comparison is positive, equal comparison, then we shall use as in positive sense. He is as tall as his brother. Means his height is equal to his brother's height in positive sense. Don't use as in negative comparison. This is what I want to say here. For negative comparison, you have to use so as. What? So as. If I have to write this negatively, he is not so tall as his brother, then it is right. I cannot write he is so tall as his brother. So as is used in negative comparison, negative sentence. As is used in positive comparison, equal comparison. Yes or no? So as for positive comparison, so as is for negative comparison. Next, when comparing two qualities of the same person or thing, very important. Generally, one is compared with the other. But when the comparison is being made within the same person or thing, then the rule changes. Example, वह अपने उम्र से ज्यादा बुद्धिमान है. सो उसकी बुद्धि उसी से कंपेयर की जा रही है. सेम पर्सन एंड सेम थिंग. देन what we use more wala comparison. He is more wise than his age. In general, wise, wiser, wisest, wiser use hota hai. But since the comparison is being made within the same person or same thing, we shall use more wala comparison. So he is more brave than wise. The same wisdom and what bravery of the same person being used. So what we use here? More. This cloth is more strong and durable. Two qualities being used. So what we are using? More, not stronger. So if in exam, what they will give you? This cloth is stronger. Wrong. Stronger than durable. No. Because comparison is being made in the same person, same thing, then we shall use more wala comparison. Yes or no? Rule number 68. Then after comparative degree must be followed by the same part of speech. She is taller than me. Wrong. She is taller than I am. Now rule number 69 again is very, very important rule. Quite when used, when we use a and an with quite, it means that fairly, rather very remarkably, बहुत कमाल का जबरदस्त. See these two sentences. She is quite a beauty. After quite a beauty, she is quite a beauty. When we say, it means that really she is very beautiful. बहुत खूबसूरत है. But when we are using he is quite the, after quite the, then he is exactly the real hero. Now understand this. After quite, if there is a or an, it means remarkable, कमाल का, जबरदस्त, बहुत ही कमाल का, बहुत अच्छा. लेकिन उसी क्वाइट के बाद अगर द का यूज हो, इफ द इज यूज्ड आफ्टर क्वाइट, it means specific, exactly the same. He is quite the hero in his village. He is quite the hero in his village means वह अपने गांव में बिल्कुल असली हीरो है. Specific. He is exactly the real hero. The means specific, exactly the real hero. So quite a and quite the, this difference you have to keep in mind. Now rule number 71. When we talk something in general sense or universal sense, or you can say common nouns, when they are talked in general or universal sense, then what? They represent the whole class, species, invention, etc. And we do not use a and the before the noun. Remember, common nouns, when they are being talked in general, in universal sense, then we shall not use a and the before them. Example, man is mortal. The man wrong. Why? Because here man represents what? Whole of its species. In general sense, lion is an animal. So lion, the lion, wrong. Why? Because whole of lion community, species. Woman is more caring than man. The woman wrong. Why? Because woman and man here being talked what? In general or in general sense, you can say. Gold is a precious metal. Gold. Honesty is the best policy. So anything when it is talked in general or universal, they don't generally take what a or a and the. A man is mortal wrong. Why man being talked in general universal sense? A woman, the woman is wrong. Why? Because again, the gold talking about all types of gold. So wrong the here. Honesty being talked in general. So universal. So we don't use what? Articles. This rule is very, very important. So this is all for today's class. This is Arun Kumar signing off for today. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.